however long ago that was, the party decided to hang out in the ocean for a little bit while discussing what to do about the situation where they nearly got murdered by a bunch of golems. And they decide to wait till nightfall before heading onto land. Maeve and Sasset keep watch over the camp situation and really don't see much. Maeve pulls Sasset to the side, and they have a little conversation about her missing eye, and Maeve suddenly lets her know that she is down for revenge if necessary. While this is going down, Xavian is checking his legs, and things are probably totally fine. Vreek... what? Vreek finds a little sardine and eventually catches him chowing down on it immediately. Off to the side, Serpin tries to contact Blob and Squad and hears back from them that they are safe and currently staying at a tavern with the tavern keeper Tap Tap that you guys have met in the past. I lost my spot. While everyone else mills around, Jatir decides to spice up the situation a little bit and touch the stupid orb again. And as he touches it, he dies.
Again.
The group again. The group is extremely annoyed with him, and after Serpent gets off the phone with Blob and Squad, he helps Jatir. After that, night falls, and the group heads back onto land and casting Pass Without Trace to keep everybody on the DL. The group sees posters of themselves with a variety of different bounties, with Freak having the highest. Go
Rude.
Freak.
But
The group has no problem getting past the black market and some guards and makes it to the potion shop with no problem. After heading into the potion shop, they have a short conversation with the shopkeep, who is really just trying to protect her own life, and the party's like, nah, F that, and decide to murder her. So things don't lead back to them, I guess. Maeve absolutely demolishes them in spike growth and kills them almost instantly.
Damn straight.
They stuff one of the bodies in the cauldron and the other one in the fireplace, and Jatir awkwardly flips the closed side. Reek also takes a love note that they found on Fizz's body just for shits and giggles. The party then heads through the portal, and they run directly into a nervous man with a clipboard, who is extremely stressed about their being there. But luckily the group manages to deceive him and only has to tell them their names, for which most of the group lies, but Sir Serpin tells him his true identity and gives him a business card. The group also realizes that maybe Larm likes Fizzy, the girl that they just murdered on the other side, and Maeve chose the same name as her, which is so fun.
No, I changed it last second, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe not.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I was thinking I didn't. Never mind.
Okay. The group then passes into the upper portion of the library that has a few students milling about. The group decides to completely ignore the racism and bullying that's coming from the group, and Maeve, like a woman on a mission, heads into town, checking the main ballroom that seems to be decked out for a gala going down tonight. The party, figuring they have no idea who has the key in Hiren figures that somebody this rich and influential party probably knows what's going on, so they need to look the part by dressing up to get in. The group divides itself into 3 groups: Team Sexy, Team Poor, mostly based on how racist they think the elves are going to be towards them, and Team Freak. Team Poor consists of pretty much everybody, because gosh darn, those elves are racist. And Team Sexy includes Maeve, Sabian, and Petra. And also Team Freak, who is existing purely off of vibes at this point. The group takes a short shopping trip into a magical tailor, and after threatening/persuading the Frenchmen into submission, the party has their outfits. And that is where we will begin with our little fashion show. I guess we'll kind of just... We'll just go down the list. Jatir, do you have anything you're gonna wear for this situation? Did you look up anything?
I did see the thing a long time ago whenever we first had it. I need to try to find it again.
Okay, we'll circle back to you then.
Yeah.
I'll circle back. We'll start at the bottom then. Sasset, what's going on?
Okie dokie. I am wearing... Oh, maybe it won't. It's the purple outfit, Lily, that I sent you with that hairpiece For some reason, I can't get it to put in the general chat.
Let's see.
Tell us what it looks like.
So this is really complicated design, which is why I wanted to show it. But
I got it. I'm coming.
yeah, oh, you got it. Okay,
I'm dragging things onto my desktop.
I will let the suspense and surprise be built.
1 and 2. There we go. Processing.
Yay! So that's what I'm wearing.
Okay. Put this on an axolotl. Got it.
And then I've got I figured the headpiece would fit nicely in my little gill things. That's what they're
Cute.
protruding from my head. Yeah. So and then I'm wearing gladiator type sandals.
Slay. Okay. Maeve, you are next.
Slay.
Maeve walks out. What's Maeve wearing?
Something a la that.
Play.
A little bit. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Got some skin showing, hair down, as it always is. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it.
Absolutely.
She kind of just is like, fuck yeah.
Fantastic.
We're gonna wear dark blue because that is her color. Or black.
Go
Whatever.
off. Okay.
Yeah, with gold.
Black.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Is that.
Awesome.
Not very, what's the word? Combatively efficient. But it works.
Awesome. Okay. Petra,
You want to look hot.
what's going down?
I don't have any pictures, but you all know what it looks like.
Just pantsuit.
Gold pantsuit, one shoulder, pink cape.
Baby. One shoulder strap, and from it a pink billowy cape. It's a little sheer and sparkling. Get fucked.
Iconic.
Thank you.
Okay. Xavier, you're up next. What's up?
Okay, let me grab a picture.
Let's go, Team Sexy. Let's go.
Woo!
Bye.
Team sexy.
Okay. It kind of like this, except it's all dark teal, and the neckline is a V-neck, and underneath it is that sparkly little mesh thing, and it's got gold embroidery and stuff.
No, that seems like him.
Super slay.
Yeah.
Team Sexy is winning.
Absolutely.
Team sexy is looking sexy.
Freak. What are you hearing? Team Freak.
Right.
This, but not jingly things, and then the blue, but instead of the blue, a sea moss.
Slay. Let's see. Slay.
Oh, fuck yeah, Bree.
Okay, killing it.
Freak's on his way to murder somebody in style.
Imagine
We
that
love
on a
to
very
see that.
small goblin. Really good.
Sir Pin, do you have anything for Sir Pin?
Ape.
Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Jutir, while we wait for Sir Pin maybe to come back, what do you got?
He's
Did you find your
typing.
thing? Oh, he's typing. Okay, I didn't see. Where are we typing?
We're in general. Type in general.
General. Okay, fair enough. Jutir, what do you got?
His is very unassuming, just typical butler style, but with a bow tie and colors matching Petra's. I'll send it.
What?
Go on.
You're golden pink like me?
He's supposed to be your butler.
Oh my god, I forgot. Yes! This is so good.
Go off.
Surely this
Go
will not,
off.
like, fan the flares of your hatred for Petra at all.
Yeah, totally not. It'll be great.
Yeah, okay. So I imagine you guys essentially strut out of this building, and the Frenchman waves you off. Oui, come back if you have any problems. No worries. He will have problems with you in about 6 hours, then approximately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys strut out of the building, looking good. What are we up to?
Party.
Okay, go off. Are we heading straight to the party then? Everybody's okay with that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let me
Wait.
put you guys on.
I
the
found a
party.
picture. So like basically this if it were pants and there was a little pink cape coming off of the shoulder. Okay? Exactly.
Slay!
Glitter. Oh hell yeah!
Slay! Also crab! Hell yeah! Yes! Except for the crab head. We love it. We love to see it. Yeah. So I imagine we're getting like a slow-mo shot of you guys walking through town. Like there's suddenly a breeze on the wind, and those of you who have hair have blowing hair.
Right.
And you guys head to the ballroom. Let's see. So I don't think I put anybody on this
Oh.
map. Let's see. Let's stick you guys in the front. Actually, would you guys mind placing yourself on the stairs in the front?
At the
Over
bottom.
here. Yes, please.
I think
Is it
the
just Team
should
Sexy?
walk in together.
Yeah, it was like, because where the team's pole or whatever's posing is like servants, so I don't know where they'd go in.
Essentially, walking in behind is fine. It's just like you guys would walk in first.
fucking
You know, with your servants behind you.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because we're Team Sexy.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
So, yeah, no one stops you. It seems like you've passed the vibe check.
Yeah.
There's no, like, invitation system where they're, like, stopping people to check to make sure. As long as you look wealthy enough, nobody's gonna bother you. And nobody does. So, you walk in, and the ballroom is a breathtaking blend of gold, black, and white, and its polished marble floors are gleaming under the light of a grand crystal chandelier. Ornate gold accents frame the towering windows, while black and white patterns swirl elegantly across the walls. At its heart stands a majestic tree, its trunk glowing, gleaming white, and shimmering leaves catching the light like stars, creating an ethereal centerpiece for the space. You guys have made it into the ballroom, and there's a variety of people here. It's all elves. Straight up, it's just all elves.
My nemesis.
You realize that you don't see even many servants so much that are non-elf folk, but there's a few milling around. But 99.9% of the population in this ballroom is elves.
I love being the
there's quite a few
1%.
people, and they're all.
Just left. Lily, do I recognize
Yeah, so you
anybody?
guys are in the ballroom. Roll me perception.
You know why I'm asking.
You're like, I need to know.
I need to know.
Yeah, I know why you're asking, but you gotta roll it for me.
I am. 16.
Yes, you do.
Oh! Where?
You see somebody who looks really familiar to you,
Oh! Where?
and he is standing with a woman and a child, and it seems like they're a little family essentially. And the man you recognize is dancing around playfully with a child that seems to be his own.
Who are... Is it specific on how I know them?
Yeah, it's how you think you know them.
Okay.
It's who you think it is.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Surely there will be no terrible ramifications of this.
No! Nope.
Oh yeah. Oh, did I put on music? I have music. Maybe. Do you hear anything?
I have audio
No.
muted.
Yes, I do.
Yes! Slay! Oh, okay, we got
I
our
do
little
not.
music on. No! You might have
I
to
hear it now.
click on your
Yeah.
mouse. Okay, yeah, it's kind of soft. So, okay. Yay. So, yeah, you guys are in the ballroom. What are we doing?
Strutting.
You can.
Strutting where? I mean, you're welcome to just strut around the ballroom like a peacock if you like. But
I just want to walk around the edges and like pick up a drink and like sip it and then put it on somebody else's tray and then like just walk fancily like I know what I'm doing.
iconic, yeah. So Petra, like, I feel like ignores the rest of the party and just immediately starts going like, "This is the life I was meant to be leading" mode, and is strutting around the ballroom, aggressively like sipping drinks and putting them on other trays. What else is everybody doing?
I am going to sort of wander around like Petra is, though much more subtly, and just kind of listen in on anybody who seems interesting and planning conversations or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Xavier is listening. We'll come back to you in a second. What else? What else we got?
Are there any like hallways or other
I-
rooms?
Yeah, there are a few hallways leading off to the sides for sure, but it seems like the main party is happening here.
Okay.
Love the music.
Thank you. I tried. I was trying to give rich people music vibes. And I hope I delivered.
You did.
You got
You
it.
do. And it's
Yeah.
dramatic, like for what we're doing. So
Okay. Sasset, what are you up to?
Can I? Oh, where did it go? Here we are. So Sasset is going to be like keeping, not like a weird distance, but like what would be considered a respectable distance from like the rich party. Sasset is gonna be like trailing around the corners of the edges. And like she's thinking back to like I'm tracing out the pattern of like where she's moving, not necessarily moving now, but like this is what I mean by so like the edges of the room and stuff like that as we move forward. But she'll be thinking about like the balls that she used to go to when she was home, remembering all of the grand parties that were thrown and kind of like, this hurts. This is painful.
Do you want to like listen into people or just mope because you are?
No, she's
Either is-
definitely dropping, but it is like this is a double-edged sword. Like this is a gorgeous party and I know what to do, but ouch, I'll never do it again properly, you know.
Oh.
Okay, bummer. Bummer, man. Freak, what's up?
Can I stealth it up? I want to
Always.
be as hidden as possible.
Stealth. Yeah, roll me stealth because that'll be kind of quick. Where's my button? God, Freak, why are you so stealthy at all times? Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Yeah, you have no problem essentially like melting into the shadows. I feel like there's a few servants walking around with trays that Petra is drinking from, and you like just melt into their shadow and are essentially following them like right on their heels, and they have no clue. So yeah, Freak, you are successfully hidden, wandering around. Awesome. Jatir, what's up?
Jatir's just kind of standing off to the side of the room, but always having his like body and face positioned towards Petra, just to give the illusion that that's who he's like watching. But he'll just be
Okay.
taking in his surroundings and watching out for anything weird going on. Also wanting to take note of Maeve doing anything, since this is her
Oh,
domain here.
okay. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, Sir Pin, you are casting Enhance Ability. Is there anything else you want to do?
Yes, I will choose Eagle Splendor.
Okay.
I will walk to the center.
Okay. You're making me a
Are
little
those-
nervous. Why? Okay.
Are those crypts? Are those crypts?
No. They're just like fancy decorations.
All right.
You know, they look like crypts.
They do. But I like the vibe of the room
No, it's a great
besides
vibe.
the dead skulls all in there.
That's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna walk in at the center and then I'm gonna grab as much as I can attention from everyone here.
Okay.
Oh my
They,
god.
they seem to be they're wearing like fine clothes, right? Jewelry and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Before you do something insane, Abe, let me do a few little things first because I feel like some shit's about to go down. So pause for just 2 seconds.
Understandable.
Sasset, Xavian, and Jutir, will you roll me perception just to see if we hear anything interesting before? But as I feel like out of the corner of your eye, you see Serpin strutting into the center of the room dramatically. So
We all go, oh no, it's
Can
a
I
sales
roll
pitch.
as well? I'd really like to insert
if-
myself into like if there are like groups of people like talking and gossiping, I would like to insert myself into those groups and just like agree with whatever's being said, but like in a really dramatic and passionate way, as if like I know what they're talking about. You know?
okay, pick a group because I have a little bit of information about all the people here. So pick a group and then I'll tell you what you hear. Okay, Jutir is following Petra around, so you're probably gonna hear the same conversation that Petra is inserting herself
I'm
into.
over here.
Xavian,
Holding my drink
who
and
have
sipping
you
it, going,
stood?
oh, really?
Who have you
know?
stood next to?
Oh,
This
hot.
guy.
Ooh.
Okay. Yes, y'all. So you stood next to a man who honestly seems quite annoyed to be here. Oh, Petra. He's like swirling his drink, and it seems like he's just standing there kind of stoically, and he seems extremely bored, if anything. So, I'm sorry, you picked the most boring man at the party.
That is,
Apparently.
that's
This
who's,
night interesting.
never mind.
Who said that?
Okay. Petra, who'd you pick? Where? Okay. Who's this? These guys up here. Let's see. This guy and this girl. Okay, who are they? Let's see. Okay, you did pick someone kind of fun though. So she is whispering to this man as you like insert yourself into the conversation. You're just like, no, I heard that, she's interested in her. And then I feel like you just barge right in and are like, me, I heard that too. And she kind of like pulls herself back and she's like, about who?
Doesn't matter.
No, you fucked yourself.
Petra just takes a long swig of her drink. Honey, don't pretend you don't know who I'm talking about.
Probably a charisma check just to see how that goes over. Oh my god.
Just plain charisma? Oh my god.
Yeah, just plain charisma. She looks at you and goes, right, I'm sorry, you are? I don't think I've seen you around before.
Well, that's just because I don't tend to come to little events like this, but I thought it would be some fun today.
Right. Well, pleasure
Don't
to
mind
meet you.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm sorry. I did interrupt your conversation. You guys go ahead, and you can always just like shoot me away. It doesn't matter.
Perhaps that would be for the best. And she kind of gives you a gentle flick of her wrist, like, you're being shooed now.
All right, well, I guess that's it for the hot gossip in this area. Guess I'll have to find someone more interesting and willing to share, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay, Maeve, is there anything you want to do before Sir Serpin draws a crowd? Because you see him walk to the center and look like he's about to start some ish.
Oh lord, that man. She's fully expecting either a real estate or a religious pitch of some sort. No.
We're starting another two.
Yeah. She's kind of just like hugging this curved wall and staring daggers a little bit, but like with the intent to not be seen by certain people. If, I don't know, when Serpin starts talking, if it gathers everyone's attention, she'll probably creep closer, but that's it for now.
Okay. So also, Sasset, you do hear that awkward conversation between Petra and her new acquaintances. But you also hear that little family that I spoke of earlier. They seem to be having like a genuinely fantastic time, and you see the father like picking up his kid and spinning them around, and it's really actually quite cute and wholesome.
Oh, fuck
But
off.
you do notice that
Sorry, can you point those guys
that
out?
yeah, here, right here. Hold on.
Oh,
This
thank you.
family. One. This is dad. There's mom. And there's child. It seems like a genuinely really sweet situation. And you notice that the dad is dressed probably in some of the nicest clothes here. And he has an emblem on his jacket that seems to be in reference to the university. So he seems to be quite an important figure in the university. So that's what you notice. Sir Pin, what are you doing, my friend?
Before I go, can I before I go, I saw what's Raven's character's name again? Reek.
Reek.
Did I see Reek like move across close to the pillar right there on the left?
You probably saw Reek disappear, but you probably don't know where they ended up because they rolled pretty darn high. So, but you did see probably Reek just melt into the shadows like Reek does.
All right. I don't want to use a spell.
Oh God. Nervous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk at the center and then I'm gonna gather the attention of as much people as I can. And then I'm gonna start talking loud.
Okay, what are you saying? Let's see. Let me see how many people show up, because this is a rich people party. Let's see what's...
I go ahead. Sorry.
A few people who show up. People, like, start gathering around. Like, let's say she pulls up, and there's already a few people, like, just happen to be standing around you. So those people, like, don't move. So, yeah, you got a group of, like, 6, 7. What are you saying?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna say, noble children of starlight and wisdom,
No,
I
God.
come before you in humility. Our people suffering in hunger, worn by cold and dimmed in spirit. I do not beg, I appeal to your grace. If your heart find mercy, I ask humbly for aid. May your wisdom guide us all towards brighter days. That's all.
Okay, roll me charisma, but you can roll it with disadvantage because everybody's
asking
an
for
elf
help
and is
from rich
racist.
cunts.
So,
So that means I got normal roll?
yeah, that means it's a normal roll.
Lily, are people distracted by this?
Yes, for sure.
Cool, I'm scooting up. Pew, 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 pew.
Come on. Big money. Nice charisma.
Oh, God.
You get some like some really pointed like looks of like, oh, that was embarrassing and definitely a major faux pas. And the group that you've gathered kind of starts to scoot away. Nobody gives you any money. They just start to scoot.
I'm hiding behind
So-
some kind of pillar. I'm just gonna point that out.
Okay.
I don't have actually
Okay.
one to.
So unfortunately, that does not get you any coin. Just a bunch of very pointed looks that was not a good idea.
No. After that,
And-
I would like to.
Mm.
I would like to look for entrances, exits in this place, except for the place that we, came in.
Yeah, so the place you came in is obviously an entrance and an exit, and there are 2 hallways off to either side, here and here. And those seem to be the only other entrances or exits in this room.
Alright, if you're gonna give me another chance, I'm gonna walk here and then just casually talk to all these 3 people here. And I'm gonna say,
Okay.
it's a quick one. Hold on, what should I say? I was just gonna walk to the 3 of them and say, any offering? I know they saw me, I know they heard me, and they're walking away. I'm gonna move to them, and I'm gonna ask, any offering? And wait, what am I gonna do?
The woman standing to your right, looks down her nose at you and doesn't even acknowledge you before walking away. She is very unimpressed.
Cool.
And who is this? Let's see.
Hot.
Sorry, I gave everybody a little backstory. Oh, okay. So she looks at you and is kind of like, I don't know if you're new around here, and she gives you a look up and down like, clearly you are, you're not an elf. But that's not necessarily how things are done in this part of town. So I recommend that you either make yourself scarce or shut your mouth.
Sorry.
Harsh. Oh, this guy. What's he gonna say?
That's the board guy.
Again, that's the same board guy. The board guy as earlier, who seems very unimpressed by this entire situation. And he awkwardly just shuffles back as well and is just still swirling his little goblet.
Right now I'm gonna take this moment to scooch towards this hallway.
She kind of gives you a once over and rolls her eyes. And actually she turns to you, Xavier, and she's like, can you believe people these days? No decorum.
Xavier will just shake his head and say, no, it's embarrassing.
I'm sorry, I don't think we've met before.
Mm.
Who are you?
I forgot what my fake name was.
Me too.
Francesco. Francesco.
Well, lovely to meet you. I'm Agi. Sorry, do you go to the university? I'm afraid I'm back in town from a long stint abroad.
Yes, I'm an assistant at the university to a professor. Where have you been abroad to?
Well, actually, funny enough, I'm sure you probably heard about it now. It's all over. I was in Dormira before everything went down and things started to... And she kind of gestures widely. Fall apart, I suppose, would be a nice way to put it. I was a diplomat there. But unfortunately, there's really not a place to be a diplomat anymore, so here I am, back home.
I see. That is... Well, welcome home, I suppose. Is it nice to be home?
She kind of glances over to someone, looks like somebody. If you want to roll me insight, you can roll me insight. And she says, yeah, I'd say it's surprisingly good to be home. 15, yeah. She is looking at this girl who's standing over here in the corner by herself.
Gay.
Oh. No.
So yeah, she sends a quick glance over to her before she says, yeah, it is good to be home.
That's so gay.
Xavier will follow her gaze and just say, I'm assuming there's someone special here.
She turns essentially like bright red, and she's like, I didn't say that. I don't know what you mean by that.
Your eyes said it all.
What an odd thing to say. And she kind of gets a little flustered and she's like, well, in some ways, I suppose, yes, but I don't know if a person may feel the same about me. Maybe, I don't know. So, here we are.
Unrequited love. That's tragic.
Perhaps. But perhaps not. I don't know. We don't... maybe we don't know what the future holds for us. So, one can only be hopeful, I hope.
Gay.
Well, does this person know of your feelings? Have you told them?
I fear it's only been a few days since we've met, so...
Oh.
I see. Only fools rush in, I guess.
I suppose that's good advice.
While we're talking, I kind of want to I'm like friendly gestures, I guess, like swipe my hand over her person and see if she has anything to steal.
Fucking rogues.
Just want to casually stick my hand in her pocket and see if there's anything good. Roll me sleight of hand. We'll see if you can do it casually.
Pat on the back,
I feel like the
you know,
music changed.
commiserating. Just hand. Why can't I be good at this? Oh, fuck me.
If she's gonna look at you as you essentially place your hand on her hip, and I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I'm a little confused about your sudden advances, and she's gonna push your hand away.
She's clearly
I'm
gay.
just going to hold my hands up and say, "You had something on your coat." That's. I was wiping dust. I was not making a pass at you. That would have been odd.
Right.
You freak.
Yes, it would have been very odd. Actually, sorry, I think I see someone I know over there. I'll leave you to it.
We're fucking this up left and right.
Really?
So she's I'm taking everyone with me. She scuttles away, and she walks over to a spot where there is clearly nobody. Okay, what else is everybody doing? Besides, obviously, just all making bad social faux pas.
We're not actually rich, pretentious assholes.
DM, how close would I have to get to whatever decoration is up here to really get a good look at it?
I'm sorry, could you ping it again? I didn't see. The tree?
Up here? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a ginormous tree, so I'd say here is fine. Here is fine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't see your pings. Where?
Oh. Just below the first set of stairs is fine.
Okay. Yeah. I'll as casually as possible. I'm making sure that I'm quote unquote making rounds or whatever. Mimicking the other servants. I'm gonna casually make my way over and see if I can't. I wanna see what it is because I'm curious.
Roll me perception is fine.
My eyeball. My long
That's a big magic tree.
We have not rolled well at all.
It's a big magic tree. It's really pretty. It's almost like there are translucent leaves that change color and give kind of off this iridescent effect. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a nice tree.
I guess in that case, can I turn my gaze to the people and see if I can catch who's from vibes? Can I check who's trading secrets that I could eavesdrop on?
You can certainly try. Roll me perception again.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Pretty good. let me look at my list.
Because now that I've gotten up here, I might as well make a full square and see if I can't listen.
This guy seems to also be quite important, I would say. Important looking. Both him and this guy seem to be the most, like, I don't know, high level in the university. They both have these, like, nice crests on their jackets that indicate that they're from the university. And they're kind of the only ones in the party that have that. So,
Are they
if
giving
anybody...
off, like, headmaster, or are they giving off, like, king?
A university position for sure. So,
Okay.
like a headmaster or assistant to the headmaster, something like that
Like
would be
CEO.
relevant.
CEO, whatever. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All
Okay.
right. In that case, I'll get into a better position to listen in on white-haired protagonist.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Can I listen in on whatever's going on between these two if I can ping? There we go.
Yes. Let's see. Who is that? Yeah, roll me perception. Yeah, actually, this guy seems to be a younger student in the university, but he is currently talking this woman's ear off about art. And he's like,
Buddy.
well, I just saw the most beautiful painting, and I was just so impressed. It's just like it's almost a magical experience, isn't it? To see art and just be amazed by the fact that we can, replicate reality in a painting and just take it
No.
anywhere. And this woman seems to be bored out of her mind. She was just like, yeah.
Buddy.
Yep, suppose it is. And so, yeah, you just hear this really awkward conversation of him, like, clearly very enthused about art and artwork. But it seems like he's a university student, so just talking this woman's ear off.
I'm realizing I missed people walking in.
Lily, I'm eavesdropping on the
One more time?
family.
You're eavesdropping on the family? Okay. Maeve is eavesdropping on the family. Let me
Hey.
just go down my list to see what everybody's
You're
doing.
so fine.
While we wait. Sir Pin, what are you doing? Just to make sure I know what everybody's up to.
I'm wandering into this hallway.
Ooh, okay, wandering away. Got it. Vreek is currently listening to art conversations. Jitir, what are you up to?
Petra's on this side of the room now, and he doesn't want to like cross the room, so he'll walk around, like and walk around the whole outskirts of it. Want to, while doing this, since he's walking with his like hands behind his back, he'll slightly be touching the Rod of the Pact Keeper he has, and I'll get back one spell slot real quick as an action.
Okay. Love that. Anything else?
As he's walking up, as he's passing my hero, he'll kind of like side eye Maeve a little bit. See if, like, maybe tilt his head a little bit. As passing by to get like a, what the fuck are you doing? I put a vibe across to her, and then I'll stop up.
Yeah, that's very fair. Actually, you rolled perception on Maeve. What did you end up rolling? I can't remember.
14.
14? Yeah, you've noticed Maeve is watching that family very carefully. You don't know why, but she's
Being a
been
fucking
pretty locked
creeper.
on the family this entire time. So, yeah,
Then he'll
you do notice
sit
that.
against this wall, with this like back up against it, so we can see both Petra and the family.
Fair enough. Okay. Petra, what are you up to?
I'm just trying to. I'm just standing kind of awkwardly. I'll raise my glass like to the person next to me, but I'm not going to try and speak to them unless they speak to me first this time because I feel awkward and I want to appear cool.
Iconic. Yeah, actually the guy next to you raises his glass to you and goes, walks up to you and says, a fellow patron of the university, I suppose. I don't think I've seen you around.
Indeed, it's been a while since I've been in town, but it's nice to be back.
Oh, where are you coming back from?
Oh, I've been traveling for a long time. I couldn't really say that I'm from anywhere in particular.
And he kind of laughs and he goes,
Good evasion.
yeah, they're not from this shithole then.
Well,
Why do you call it? Why do you say that?
I don't know. Everybody's all up their own ass about being here at all times. He kind of looks you over and is like, oh, did I get the wrong vibe off of this? He's like, I assume you weren't, considering you left, but perhaps not.
Sorry, I'm with you 100%. I'm honestly, like, I cannot believe someone else said it. Like, tell me about it.
Well,
It's very
You know,
uppity here.
yeah, I'm always saying the wrong things at all times, so might as well be consistent, I suppose, right?
Cheers to that. I'd really like to tap glasses with him.
Yeah, he has no problem tapping his glass with you and absolutely downs the liquor in his glass. And you're like, man's going through something.
I'm gonna just nod, like, enthusiastically, like, and sip mine. Like, wow, okay, Well, feel free to lay
Awesome.
all your burdens on me, man. I would love some fresh gossip.
All right. Do you have any siblings?
No, as a matter of fact.
Must be nice. I think it would have been ideal for me to be an only child.
Oh, do tell me more.
And he calls over a waiter. He calls over a waiter and like picks up another drink and absolutely downs that one too.
Oh, maybe take it a little bit slower. If you become incoherent, I won't be able to hear this story, sir.
He kind of laughs at you and he's like, "What? Does it even matter? Truly? You're a stranger. I'm a stranger. My family hates me. I'm a failure." And he's kind of starts just going into the spiral of like, clearly this man has family issues. He's like, I don't think I will ever be good enough for my family.
Jesus.
And I'm wondering if it doesn't even matter, you know? What's the point?
Of course it matters. Hey, listen, you don't have to be good enough for anyone but yourself. And if you're not finding any happiness here, then you should leave. And now Petra's getting really into it. Like, she's, like, actually very convinced that, like, she can help this man.
Go where, though? You know, all I have is my family, and I have no money without them. I have nothing. I am nothing without them. And isn't that the shitty part?
Make your own money. Go out into the world, be terrible at something, but get better at it. At least you'll be free, and then, like, you can sell your expertise and make your own life. I mean, it really is that simple. All it takes is the courage to fail.
Persuasion, Petra. Let's see if this man's gonna go on a self-help journey.
What am I rolling?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yes, please.
I'm good at that.
He looks at you and kind of like nods, and he's like, you know what? I I don't think anybody's ever told me that it's been okay to fail.
It is okay to fail. I mean, like, no one ever gets anywhere in life until they make a mistake and then they learn that they should do better next time, right? And people who think that you can just like be perfect are clearly the people who have just had things handed to them on a silver platter. Like, they have never done anything for themselves in their life because they would know what it means to fail and get better if they had. So I'm sorry, I'm apparently very passionate about this. You are a very worthwhile person. I'm sure you have very many worthwhile skills, and if you don't have any, you can practice and learn some, and that's what matters, is that you do it for you, not them.
He's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and he's like, What's your name?
I'm Petra.
No.
It's really nice to meet you.
Real name?
Oh.
Yep, my real name. Totally real name.
It's, you know what? It has been lovely to meet you as well. I'm gonna go take a minute to think on this. Yiji. My name is Yiji.
Eugene or Yeji?
Yiji. Yiji.
Yiji?
Yiji. Yiji. I know.
That's
I
cute.
see. I feel like my parents have run out of names by the time they got to me, so they were just sticking letters together.
No, Yiji is quite wonderful. It's fun to say. It rolls off the tongue in a very delightful, bubbly way.
Well, he gives you a once over, and he's like, "Thank you. That's
You're welcome. I
really
people
kind."
sometimes- well, thank you. Sometimes people think that I see too much good in things, but I've never found it a bad thing to look on the bright side of things. And the world is, I mean, that's why I was traveling for so long. The world is huge and wonderful, and there are so many little miracles in every little bit of air, and you can see it. You can experience it yourself, and you deserve to.
Wow. Thank you. That's extremely kind of you.
Don't define yourself by this stuffy ballroom. The world is much bigger than this.
Yeah, I suppose I've never left town before, and perhaps it's time I do.
Well, if you ever need a hand, just give me a call. I don't know how you will. I'm trying to figure that out right
Here's
now.
my phone number.
Do I have any magic that could... Well, you know what? You can always leave me a message here. And you know what? I'll find you. If you need any help.
Well, that's very kind of you, Petra. I'll be on my way then, I guess. I have business to attend to now, I
He's leaving
suppose.
right
He kind of gives
now.
you like a clasp on the back, like, I'm gonna do it.
I'm
And
really excited for you.
And he wanders back towards the main entrance, and Bam's gonna go on an adventure, I guess.
I'm gonna gently fist bump the air. I don't want to make anything too loud or too expressive, but I'm gonna be like, yes.
Jutir, you see all of this go down, and you're kind of, I don't know how you feel about it, but you watch all of that.
He's staring straight ahead, watching out of the corner of his eye, but feeling like an annoyed feeling on the inside of having to listen to the conversation.
Gross.
I knew you would hate
Okay.
that. Petra advocates for
Okay.
freedom, and you just want to stomp on her. Who said that?
Vivian, what's going down? You've been around the quiet people for a while. I'm sorry, that was just bad luck. Is there anything you want to do?
I am going to wander and see if anyone looks like an easy target. I'm determined to rob someone.
Yeah.
For sure this guy does. The university student who is so engrossed of talking about art, and still he's going on, and he's like, and I saw this artist, he's really new, and it's all geometric shapes, and I've never seen any art like that. It's a very underground at this point, and this woman is just still like, oh, yeah, yep, sure. But yeah, he's clearly very distracted. If you want to roll me sleight of hand, you're welcome to try.
Okay. Yes.
Steal from this poor student, why don't you?
He has
Why not?
$4.
Let me see if he notices. Nope, he has no clue. Bless him. His hands have started like moving around in kind of big motions, so he's like, it's almost like he's shaking off his purse strings at this point, and it just plops right off, and you just swoop it up. Do you want to take a look inside, or you want to get some distance, or?
I'm gonna get some distance and then take a look inside. Yeah.
Yeah. So he has. Let's see. He has 14 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces,
He got some money.
and
rich college
12
student.
copper pieces in his little pouch, as well as a little, like, it's essentially like a miniature brush set. It looks like he was trying to do some art as well. So yeah, you got that now.
He's kind of a rich
right.
college student. Jeez.
Okay, so back up to the top. Sir Pin, are you wandering out of the hall?
Brother.
Yes.
Yes.
Leaving.
He's like, bye, these deuces, y'all. I can't make any money here. I'm out. Excuse me. Yeah, there's not a lot down the hall. It looks like essentially servants' quarters.
How many doors? Like.
Not so many. Like only 2 or 3. Like, it looks like just essentially kitchen rooms back here and like storage areas for cleaning. Nothing. So
Just gonna.
nothing so
like,
interesting.
Quick glance. Anything out of the ordinary thing?
Yeah, no, nothing. If you want to roll me perception real quick.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. But it's. I rolled a 2 on that one. Perception.
Oh, a 2, okay.
That's 7.
7? Yeah, it's really boring back here. Sorry. Nothing exciting.
Then I'm just gonna casually walk towards the other end. Casually.
Actually, you walk by Maeve, who seems to be listening intently to this family. Maeve, did you roll me perception on that? I can't remember
Nope.
already. Or will you roll me perception on that then, please?
Dirty 20.
20! Crazy. You're... Okay, so you hear them talking, and they're actually talking about a circus that is in town.
Gross.
And obviously the child, like, wants to go really badly, and they're like, Dad, can you take me? Like, I really want to go. And, you know, he pats his son's head, and it's like, you know, if I have time after work, I'm happy to take you, no problem. And the kid is, like, nearly, like, dancing with excitement. So yeah, they're just talking about, like, family stuff, and his wife seems to just be laughing at the exchange, so...
Boring. Okay.
Actually, perception. You do notice, since you got a 20, I'll give you this. You do notice he has a... Oh, my computer's about to die. He has a set of key rings on his belt.
Huh.
To what? You don't know. But he's got a set of key rings.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Sir Pin, also down that hallway, guess what? It's more storage.
What's that?
If you want to roll perception again, you're welcome to roll perception, but looks like mostly storage.
Ho ho.
20! There's a powder room. That's exciting on that side.
I go in.
But yeah, if you want to, sure.
What do I see?
Yeah, it's just a pretty fancy powder room. Like, it's got gold trim everywhere. There's nobody in it currently right now. But there's mirrors for people to powder their noses with and take time. It looks nice.
Do I see any secret doors, secret compartments, anything like that?
Nope. It's just a powder room. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna casually walk back, but stop by the hallway over here, and then look at the throne, behind the throne, and probably take a good look if I can notice anything in there, like hiding in plain sight thing.
Yeah. Again, I'll give you that perception with the 20. It's kind of just a ballroom. There's nothing really super fantastic about it. It's quite fancy, but that's about it. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. Okay, what else? What else is everybody doing?
Listen to these people.
Let's see. Will you ping that one more time? I didn't see.
Yeah, I realized I skipped over them when I walked through.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Who's that? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of fun. So roll me perception. $13. Okay, it's good enough. I'll say it's good enough. So one of the women is this one is talking about her time down south, and her research. So mentions she's how do I put this? She's talking about vampires. She's like, yes, I was really interested in the secrets to immortality, but it's, at what cost? Becoming something that isn't fully elf, is it even worth it? And the rest of the group politely chuckles. I'm like, oh, no way, absolutely not. She's like, but they did have the most fascinating blood magic, and I don't know if it's ever something I would personally partake in, but it was really interesting to I don't know, they enmeshed it in jewelry, for example. Reek, do you want to roll me insight, or do you insight that yourself?
Brain slow. I'm inciting.
Okay, go ahead. Reek, you have a blood necklace.
Oh my god.
You can't buy anything right now, remember? You can't buy anything, Matt?
I'm your treasurer.
So yeah, she's talking very enthusiastically about it's really unique. The coven doesn't necessarily let a lot of the pieces go out so much. So if you can find them, they're kind of rare. And from what I understand, only a vampire can take it off or dispel the magic, which is really interesting.
Well,
You're fucked.
I'll be your treasurer forever.
That's okay. I'm writing all this down.
I'm writing this down. Go off. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Yeah. I want to try to either see whose attention I can get, either Xavian's or Vreek's. One of the rogues. I don't know who's paying attention.
Xavian and Vreek, roll me perception to see if you can...
She's rapid fire switching eye contact between the two. I'm like, one of you fucking look up.
That's not me.
Oh, shit. Okay, well.
Both of them. Vreek's taken down a notebook and has started jotting down notes about oh god, it's necklaces and vampires and blood and down south. And Xavier has found a really interesting statue to stare at, and has been maybe that kid is on something about art. Maybe there is meaning behind this.
It is beautiful.
Fair enough of it.
Fine. You guys
Fine, I'll
suck.
do it by myself.
I will not do it by myself. Because I will fail. In that case, I would like to stick my head out and see if I can't get Jutir's attention.
Sure. Jutia, roll me perception. Which will make it pretty low because you were keeping an eye on Maeve purposely.
Ha!
Sure. You see Maeve poke her little head out, stare directly at you, and like aggressive eye contact.
Yes.
Gale.
Come over here.
You're gesturing.
Yes.
For him to come over.
And like retreating into hallway.
Trying to see if he does something first. If Petra's paying attention, then he'll like give her a nod really quick that he's gonna leave, but if not, then he's just gonna walk off.
Fair enough. Cool. Yeah, I think Petra's pretty just hyped on herself that she's sent a man off on an adventure to change his life. So.
She's changing lives over there. She's a motivational speaker.
Go off, queen.
Yes. Okay.
Not looking at you, he'll just like be standing back here facing towards the middle. What?
Okay. Favor. Go talk to those people. Yeah. And she's gonna point out the family.
Okay.
Yep.
And
just, I don't know.
That's it. You think that they would talk to me?
Maybe. I don't know. You're a butler, right? Offer them a drink or something. I don't know. Just figure out what...
Not their butler.
Okay, so they don't care. You're the servant. They don't give a shit. I don't know. Just figure out what their deal is.
Okay. Is there, like a butler walking around with drinks that I can, snag two off of?
There's plenty of staff just kind of milling. There's hors d'oeuvres being passed around, and then there's drinks and stuff like that. Snacks. Yeah, everybody loves an hors d'oeuvre.
Snacks.
How the fuck do I intro this?
I'm surprised you're going along with it.
I don't think they're gonna care about me. What was Petra's fake name that she's been using?
Patricia or something, right? Wasn't it Patricia?
Patricia. Yeah, it was Patricia.
I don't know why I remember that.
Is there a last name with that?
Nope, she's just Patricia.
Sounds like it's up to you there, bud.
That's cool. Okay.
Wait, who's Patricia? Me? Am I Patricia?
Yeah.
Are you? Is that your name?
You are Patricia.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I'm Patricia, but I'm Petra, so...
Do you have a fake title that you've been using?
Should I be?
I don't know.
You can fucking make one up. I can be Lady
Jesus
Patricia.
Christ. Okay, sure.
Lady Patricia. Go
Lady
off.
Patricia. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess I'm just there to distract them or something anyway. Before I set off, what do you just want me to talk to them? Don't want information?
Yeah, literally whatever you can get. I assume that's his wife. I don't know. If you could find out, that's great. What does he do? Where does he live? What are his keys for? I just want anything, okay?
Yeah, okay. I'll go ask him what his keys are for.
Okay.
Okay.
You're charismatic, dude. Figure it out.
He'll walk off. He'll walk by a servant first, grab 2 drinks from them, and kind of like circle around, and then step in front of them. Fuck, I need a name now too. Okay, cool. So he'll walk up with the 2 drinks and he'll extend them out towards the 2 adults.
Yeah, the man barely looks at you before taking it, and the woman gives you a slight nod before going back and talking to each other.
Bitches.
Excuse me if you wouldn't mind my quick interruption.
The man kind of gives you a taken aback look and is like, "Can I help you?"
The servant talks?
Yeah, so he'll kind of like gaze and point a little bit over towards Petra. I'm here with Lady Patricia over there. I'm sure that you do not know who we are. We're sort of making our rounds, seeing any connections that we could possibly be made, and you two seemed interesting.
Feels like an
That's
insult.
how you're doing this?
Right. And I'm sorry, where is this Lady Patricia from?
Yeah, where is Lady Patricia from?
I want to say Dormir so bad.
Don't fucking say it.
I want to say Dormir so bad. Well, we actually traveled a long way here from Dormira, if you're familiar.
And he kind of looks over at who he thinks is Patricia again. Your lady must have had a difficult time considering the situation.
For sure, bruh.
Which then you might understand us trying to branch out a bit. You two seem of important stature as well.
He kind of he shrugs his shoulders a little bit, but clearly he's like, duh.
Might
I like to think I have some influence at the university, for sure.
Might I ask your position here?
Yeah, I'm the headmaster, actually.
Glancing over his shoulder every now and then, is Maeve moving at all? Like, I
Yeah.
figured that she's trying to pickpocket him or something.
She's not, but she,
Okay.
when you're talking, she's like watching intently, but she's gonna like, whip, 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 whip. Reek!
What up?
Reek, roll me perception. Oh, no, you're going over to Reek.
Oh, I'm going over to him.
Okay, go off.
She's gonna kind of like push her notebook away and say, hey, you take the keys off that guy? I don't know what they're for, but I want them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ride or die.
I love Vreek. Just, yeah. Fuck yeah. Cool. Have at it. Jutier's talking to him. If there's anything else cool on any of them, take it.
The music has become so dramatic. Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I didn't realize.
I love
Didn't realize it was. Yeah. Well, Reek, roll me sleight of hand.
If I get Vreek arrested or killed, I'm gonna kill myself.
Not great, y'all. Hold on.
Do you have
Oh, no.
element?
Does he have what?
Does he get advantage because Jutir is distracting him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I take
Do I
your
wanna be
silence
nice?
to mean yes?
Yes, you do.
I'm deciding if I want to be nice or
You
not.
do, because you love us.
What if you make him roll again with advantage, and then we'll see if he can do.
Okay. You know what? I'll allow that. You can roll one more time with advantage now that we've called it ahead of time. Sure. That's fine with me.
I hope you roll really, really good.
23. Okay. That's fine.
still-
That'll do it. That's still good. 11 is insane. Yeah, so this seems like a pretty normal set of keys. And I feel like you just essentially brush past him and are like into your hands. And yeah, no problem. So you now have a set of keys. To where? You don't know. But you got a set of keys.
I will drop off.
Hell yeah, brother. I mean, keep doing what you're doing, but if, you're not busy, I just have a feeling about this family, and I'm keeping an eye on them. If you, that's... She doesn't know how to ask for help.
Eyes on those three.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Maeve's gonna keep just like eavesdropping and watching them basically until they go somewhere or do something or say something. I'm just gonna make that very clear.
Okay.
That is the
Fair
intention.
The man looks at you and says, "Oh, why don't you invite Lady Patricia over here then? We can have a little chat."
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
shit.
When
That'll be great.
You're delighted by this, aren't you?
Yeah, this is so good. Yes, of course. One moment, please. I'll step away. Petra, I roped you into something.
Oh, cool. There's
And-
someone like you said really nice things about me, right? What did you tell them? Wait, you're Jutir. I can't trust anything you said to anyone about me.
Yeah, I haven't given them a name yet, so if they ask, I'll come up with something. They want to meet you. We're from Dormira.
Why would you tell them that? Okay, all right.
We need information from them, anything that we can get. Maeve is...
Why are they
weird about
important?
that.
Okay, all right. You know what? We're two charismatic bitches. Let's get this done. And I'm just gonna start strutting. I hope you know that I'm gonna name you something really terrible. And I whisper that over my shoulder as we walk. Like, hello! I'm very delighted to meet you at my ward, or my
ward.
servant, more than ward. Well, he's a bit of both.
I gotta give you a once over.
Rodolphus said that you wanted to speak with me.
What? Wait, I didn't hear you properly. One more time.
I said, Rodolphus said you wanted to speak with me.
Adult.
You're Rodolphus now, Jutir.
I think you said, okay.
Yes. Actually, the woman looks at you now, and she kind of like gently puts her hand on your shoulder and says, your ward." She looks at you questioningly. Manservant?
Like ward servant, you know?
Okay. I'm afraid I'm not very aware of Dormirian customs, so perhaps that is common there. But we're just so sorry to hear about your situation. Dormira is essentially, so it must be hard to see your home like that.
Essentially what? You cut out.
In shambles.
Oh, yes, it's been difficult. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, are you staying at the university long? The man looks at you and is like, I'm happy to let you, sit in on some lectures or something if you need something to distract yourself.
That would be lovely. What kind of things do you teach?
Anything and everything. Anything and everything. What are you interested in? I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. Are you able to do magic? I just assumed.
Yes, I am capable of some magic, yeah. I know my fair share.
The rich person laugh was so good.
Thank you. But I must say I'm very fascinated with, well, to be honest, anything. I mean, if I may be honest, Dormira was in some ways sheltered, and I am looking to expand my horizons.
Interesting. Gods? Or are you looking for a patron? Something
no.
new?
Not exactly
Is
in
he
that
a fucking
sense.
warlock? Okay, never mind.
Not exactly
Do you
in
have
that
classes
sense,
on
but
patron?
What?
No, you're a warlock, jackass.
I'm asking after he mentions patrons. Do you have classes
I
on
thought you were asking
patrons?
me.
Yes. Rodolfo, was it?
Rodolphus.
Rodolphus, excuse me. See, what a unique name, Rodolphus. Yeah, we do. We have a few introductory classes on patrons, for students who would prefer to take that route of magic. It's a large university. Not everybody wishes to study.
Anything more advanced?
Intensely. I have a few professors I could... And he kind of looks towards Patricia, being like, if you are interested in letting your ward servant, warden, yes, you're allowing your warden to talk with some of our professors. I can arrange something.
I wouldn't mind, as long as I get to tag along.
Yeah,
I do want to oversee.
No problem.
I mean, his studies, he can study what he wishes, but I would like some oversight to make sure he doesn't. Well, he's using things correctly.
He's irresponsible.
I'm going to wink at Jutir.
Wow, you're quite a diligent... I'm not sure what to call your relationship, but you're quite diligent at whatever it is you're doing.
Thank you. And you seem like a very capable, I'm sorry, I don't know what you do. Are you a teacher?
I'm the headmaster, actually.
Oh, so you just run all of the teachers. I see.
Yes, that is my job.
Is it difficult?
He kind of gets this far-off look in his eyes. Some aspects, I would say, are, but for the most part, I have no problems with my staff, and we tend to be and he kind of looks around and kind of gives you two both a once-over, a selective university.
Racist.
Suppose, we are in the future now, or whatever, so branching out is not completely off the table, but, everyone has their preferences.
Of course, that makes sense. For example, I really, really hate lemon meringue pie. But some people love it. I can't
He kind of gives you an odd look, and he's like, yes, I suppose dietary preferences are also something that people consider.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna turn to Jutir, or not turn to him, but I'm gonna raise my eyebrows at him well, what else do you want me to say, dude?
I'm sorry, I don't think we fully got our correct introductions. He'll put his hand out towards the woman. I don't believe we got your name.
Qua. Lovely to meet you.
Qua?
Rodolphus. Equa.
Oh, I only heard Qua. I'm like, what?
Qua. My name's Qua. Qua. Nice to meet you. Qua.
And he'll
Equa.
peer down a little bit. And is this your boy you have with you?
Yes. Yeah, this is... And she kind of gives him a gentle push forward. Introduce yourself. And he looks at you with wide eyes because you're a giant, scary metal man, and he's only ever been surrounded by elves, really. And he goes, my name is April. Yes, it's nice to meet you.
April?
You look very well learned.
Like apple?
And smart.
But ape?
Yeah.
Like ape and apple?
How do you spell that?
And he kind of looks at his fingers and he starts counting on his fingers. He's like, oh God, I don't know how to spell yet. And he kind of looks at his mom and he says, it's okay, dear, I got this one. It's A-I-P-L-E. April.
Stupid fucking name.
So mean.
It's very
Maybe
nice to
is
meet
it
you.
nice? She's thinking that to herself back there. Like, what kind of fuck ass name
I
is
bet when
April?
you grow up, you just can't wait to visit your father's university and study there.
Dad's very smart. Lots of people. He helps lots of people. And then he like hides behind his father's leg because he's like, that was a lot of social interaction.
I would like to wink at the sun as well, and then like just give him like a really winning smile, like you're doing great, sweetie. I think that Petra thinks that she's coming off as really warm and like nice and good, sociable, good to talk to, but she's just kind of actually just kind of naive and flighty and dumb, which is exactly how I want her to be. So
roast. Well, actually,
she's charming.
How long are you guys gonna be in town for? The circus is tomorrow, so I was planning on taking April to the circus, but perhaps in 2 days we can,
Yes.
I can get you to meet some of the professors, and Rodolphus can, meet some professors who are, versed in the...
Rodolphus can peruse, and I can observe, and maybe we'll run into at this circus, too. Like, that sounds delightful. Let me tell you, circuses, not a thing in Dormira. I mean, I loved it there, home, but also, I feel like much more at home here, if you get my drift, and she's gonna wink again. Like a rich lady, okay?
He nods politely, and he's like, well, I suppose we shall part ways then.
Delightful
it's getting
to meet
late.
you, and
It was lovely to meet you, too. Yeah, just stop by my office anytime. Anything important goes down in there, so feel free to stop by.
Thank you!
What are your office hours so that I can come in again later? We can better discuss those courses on patrons.
Nailing it, Juju.
So Echo kind of like gives him a little shove, and he's like, when is he not in there? He allegedly, his office hours are 9 to 5.
Jesus.
But let me tell you, if he does not overwork, then I'm not his wife. So.
Confirmation.
Well, good to know. We're pretty busy ourselves, so if we happen to have to swing by after hours, then maybe you will be there.
He looks at you and he's like, I'd prefer if you swing by during my office hours, but if, the time comes and, it's past office hours and you see me in there, feel free to let yourself in.
Of course, it's been great meeting you.
Yes, this
Lovely
is
to meet you
delightful.
too.
I'm gonna wave happily at them as they walk away, and then turn to Dutir. Like, those guys were really boring. Why did you? Okay, whatever.
Maeve shit.
Oh, Maeve shit. Never mind. I'm suddenly fascinated. Do you think I did a good job, Dutir? I know you.
Where did they go?
Can you move the rest?
Yeah, sure. And he's gonna walk over towards Maeve.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
If they're leaving, she's following.
Fucking Christ.
That interaction went great. She says it sarcastically to herself about Dutir. And I'm gonna go hang out with Xavian, actually, because he's always seemed kind of chill.
Sure.
Valid.
Like,
Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
He wouldn't hate my presence like Dutir does, so that's why.
Have I heard anything from white-haired protagonist since I've been lurking?
Oh, interesting. White hair protagonist has mostly been just watching the family that Petra was interacting with the entire time, and he's kind of got a stern look on his face. You're welcome to try to go up to him if you want.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. That would be delightful. Have I heard anything from this person?
This person here, her.
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh.
let's see. Let me see.
Hot NPCs.
Focus.
No.
Actually, girl has a book out and appears to be studying during this ball that's going down. She hasn't really interacted with a lot of people, but is taking notes. Like, she has a notebook in one hand and a book in another and is attempting to, like, balance them as she's furiously jotting down notes. So.
Got it. Okay. Can I, grab, like, a tray of, like, not refreshments, but, like, snacks of, like, finger foods and, like, passing by, offer, and try and, like, see what she's writing down, studying. If she's just, like, a student, she's, like, taking notes of it, who's here.
So as you, like, offer her the tray, she's like, oh, I would, but as you can see, my hands are full, and she kind of laughs at herself. And she's like, I have an exam tomorrow, but my family really, really wanted me to come to this ball, and it was a whole thing, so, like, I guess I'm multitasking. And she kind of laughs again at herself.
As only the great can. I'm gonna
so sweet of you.
Of course. And then I'm gonna, good servant, drift away. Have I heard anything interesting from art student or no?
Boy will not shut up about this woman is clearly so, like, she's been trying to, like, politely exit the conversation, you can tell. Like, she's, like, backing away, and he's, like, taking a step forward every time, not realizing, and he's like, and then, so I saw this, like, rare art form, and it's only dots. Can you imagine creating a picture out of nothing but dots? Where's the brushstrokes? It's insane! Like, and she's just like, and she's, like, clearly trying to back away.
Can I do the same thing of, like, instead of offering it to her, though, I'm going to offer it to him, and I want to see where she runs to in this moment of, like, distraction.
Yeah, essentially, you offer him a plate, and he's like, oh, thank you, I was starving, talking so much, it really works up the appetite, and Girly Pop is like, I'm here, and she sprints over to white-haired man.
Oh, interesting.
And he's like, oh, and he kind of looks around after he takes his hors d'oeuvre and is like, oh, she left. It's like, oh. He kind of lets out a sigh, and he looks at you and he's like, do you like art?
I have always admired the great artworks that are here in the school, but alas, that my knowledge is quite so lacking. And
let me fill you in then. He looks absolutely delighted to, like, hear. He's like, oh my gosh. Well, okay, personally, my favorite painting is in the Great Hall. The mural on the ceiling. Well,
indeed.
And he's like,
I'm gonna tune him out completely and just do like, oh wow, and then I'm gonna eavesdrop on whatever the hell they talk about.
Yeah, roll me perception, and we'll see if you can hear them over Art Boy.
Oh no. Is he? Well, he's stuffing his face with the tray of food I have. He can't be that loud.
He has completely forgotten his hors d'oeuvre now that he has someone to talk to about art with. You're bits and pieces. It sounds like she is very much interested in him, and he is very much not so interested in her.
I was thinking they were gonna be like whispering some hot goss, or at the very least some intrigue, but nope, it's just unrequited love. A shame.
Yeah, it's all over with these elves, right?
I mean, honestly, it makes more sense that it would just be pointless, fluffy drama because they're got nothing else, I guess. These racists.
Okay, yeah, so actually the family has exited the building and it looks like they're going home.
Nope. They're not.
Nope.
Well, they are, but
not.
I'm going with.
You're going with? Okay. Are you signaling to anybody that you're going with, or is Maeve just out of here?
Well, it depends. I mean, Jutir, are you hanging out or what? Or Vreek?
He was going to try to stop you just to give you brief update on button, you learn.
You can walk and talk, my guy.
Okay, I'll follow then.
Okay, so Jutir and Maeve are together. Reek, what are you doing?
Raven?
Right.
Grabbing food.
If you're
And
nearby
I
me, Maeve
see-
will cast you guys probably a look, but...
I want to follow in the shadows. I'm curious. I grabbed the keys and now I want to know like what's going on here.
For sure. Okay, if everybody else, if Serpin, Sasset, Petra, and Xavian want to roll perception to see if you realize that a decent amount of the party is
leaving.
rolling out, you're welcome to do so. Cool, Sasset knows. Cool, Xavian knows they're leaving.
I'm going to gracefully bow out of the conversation and go, "My lord, if you will excuse me,
Petra, you know they're leaving.
my employment is calling. I must leave." And then I'm just gonna
He
follow
looks so genuinely disappointed.
out. I learned so much. Farewell.
Serpin, do you want to roll and see if you realize they're leaving as well?
Are they heading out the front door, by the way, or just?
Heading out,
Yeah.
Yes, I believe they're heading out the front door.
I'm going to make sure the rest of the party knows before I leave, though.
Mhm.
Just that we're not, like, completely lost.
Yeah, I just need Abe to roll to see if he realizes, but I think everybody else has realized.
Miss Rose. Abe has died.
Abe has died! Not that, Abe!
He's just collapsed on the ballroom floor.
Rip. Nobody would give him money and he died because of that. That's the true sadness.
Is that what you feed crabs? Gold?
This one.
I think so.
Well.
Well, is everybody else following? Everybody
Assuming
else
that-
is rolling out too.
Assuming that Abe is also
Yes.
following. Yes. If not, I'll get his attention and then we'll leave.
Okay. Xavian
I was gonna go
and
stand
Petra?
near Xavian and like sip my drink and be like, "Nobody here at this party likes me."
Oh, that makes two of us. I'm not doing so well today.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. What
Well,
are you gonna
I
do?
think you're cool.
Thank you, I suppose.
Are you gonna tell me that you think I'm cool back?
It depends. Do you want me to lie or not?
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
damn, that was
Xavian.
rough. Okay. Oh, those guys are leaving. Let's follow them. I don't want to be here anymore.
Me either.
I'm gonna strut myself out of the ballroom.
Rip.
At least I still look fucking awesome.
Everyone is rolling out. Abe, are you rolling out with them or are you staying in the ballroom? "30 feet away." Okay, everybody's rolling out. Yeah, you guys are like, "This party sucks. Let's blow this joint." And you all start following a family home, you psychos.
I mean, I don't know how close everyone is. Like, is everyone trailing behind or are they coming as a group?
Up to you guys.
I'm
Well-
trailing behind.
Okay.
I'm trailing behind, trying to stay in the shadows.
Okay. Maybe it's not
I'm
going to worry
concerned
about it
about,
if everyone's in a group, but...
Shenanigans Serpin's gonna do, so I'm tagging along with Serpin.
Okay, well then everybody roll me stealth to make sure you don't get caught.
Are you talking to me, Jutir?
Are we stealthing?
She's moderately stealthing. She doesn't want to be seen, but like isn't being full stealth mode.
No heavy
Cool.
armor.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
You suck.
So yeah, it's actually the group's mostly pretty quiet. Serpent roll too. Serpent usually has issues.
Well, he's
We
far
roll
back,
stealth
though.
Abe.
But he's saying he's like 30 feet back from the original group
Yeah,
when we're already
so-
back.
He might be okay. I would still love a stealth roll. You wearing PR? I can't remember.
I think.
Because if not, oh no!
I think he is wearing heavy armor, isn't he?
I think he is wearing heavy armor. Let me check
Like
his
he's-
sheet.
In his,
He is heavy armor.
He is heavy. That's true. He is heavy armor. I am. That's why I'm walking very far. Okay. I like to imagine that, I don't know, like a random chunk of Jutir falls off. It doesn't hurt. Like you just have like excess metal on you sometimes. And I feel like you accidentally drop one and it bounces like 30 feet behind you and just smacks into Serpin. And there's this like huge clanging sound.
Maeve looks into
And
the
it's kind of-
camera like The Office.
And yeah, the entire family turns around to see like essentially a just Jutir. Being like, can we help you?
I see just Jutir.
Rufus? Rufus, was it?
The family that we just talked to turns around and sees.
If they didn't see
Yeah.
Maeve standing next to him, she's gonna like duck out of the way real fast.
Right, that's what I figured. Because
Okay.
everybody else rolled decent, so
She's
it's
like,
kind
"Ooh."
of just Jutir standing out in the middle of the road and everybody else is stealthing.
Sorry, I just want to catch up to you. I realized I didn't get the name of the professor that taught the advanced classes on patrons.
Right, which I definitely have, so like, don't even worry about it. Thank you for coming and
Right.
asking me that question. That was such a
Yeah, of
good
course.
and valid question. Super cool of you to ask that.
Students ask questions.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. You know, good students do ask questions, and I'm so glad you said that. His name is Peter.
Don't the Peters in this game hate us.
Wasn't there another Peter?
Oh my god, there was! Peter, but he's Peter the patron professor. Everybody.
Oh my god.
Peter the patron professor.
Got
Yeah,
it.
Yep.
That's a great title. Thank you. I'll leave you be.
Yeah, have a good night then, I guess.
Okay, you too.
Peter. Yeah, I did name somebody else Peter who hated you. Who was that?
Yeah, he was an inn guy, wasn't he?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he was one of the innkeepers who like
Oh.
fought or something. I don't know. But the minute like Jutir turns back, Maeve's gonna let him just be like smooth, very smooth.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Gonna
Actually,
like walk back a bit.
the
I still
family
wanna
heads
know what
home. They don't stop anywhere, and they stop at this really nice, essentially manor that looks.
Yeah,
pretty
I want
close
to know
the
where they
university.
live, so I'm following them to their house.
Yeah, I do not have a map for you.
You're fine.
But their manor is quite close to the university, and it's a really beautiful home, kind of like, I don't know, Tudor style, if Tudors existed in this universe. But it's a really beautiful house, and they walk in, and you hear the door make a satisfying click as they head in and presumably go to bed.
Cool. Maeve notices, like, looks at the house, just stands out front, ominously staring at it with just like this scowl on her face, like, Sounds about right. Looks about right.
Yeah, so as you guys all kind of, I assume, gather around Maeve, you kind of just look at her, and she is glaring daggers at this house like she has beef with it.
She does.
What are we
She
doing?
does have beef with it.
Care to fill us in?
She kind of turns and looks at all of you, like clearly debating on if she's gonna fill you in or not.
We have nearly a dozen people sitting outside these people's house right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna break in. If you want to come with, great. Don't have to.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Why?
Coming.
They were pretty boring.
I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. I'm gonna kill him. So you can be a part of that, or not.
Even the apple.
The child?
I mean, are we gonna learn why?
Name is Apple. Legally distinct from Apple.
Even
Thank
the
you.
fuck-ass apple kid, yes.
Apple the apple. I'm like suddenly more interested in these guys. What did they do to deserve to be killed by you? And I mean that lovingly.
Sure you don't.
You have no. You were very good at killing, and you are very good at choosing.
They
who to kill.
deserve to be killed
Usually
by
for good
me.
reasons. So
Well, April is named like that.
That's fair.
Yeah, the kid's gonna die for his name. Let's just put that out there. It's more beef with the headmaster. I know him. I've known him for a long time, and he's done some very bad things, and I'm gonna kill him.
Why are we killing the kid?
What?
Why are we killing the kid?
Well, I'll be the first to admit it's not really the kid's fault, but you know, people get caught in the crossfire. It's unfortunate.
You can kill the kid.
I'm going to.
I could also kidnap him and put him somewhere else.
Well, I'm considering that as well.
No. You can hold him for ransom, though.
No, I
You're not
have
gonna give him that
considered that as well.
villain backstory.
Well, he won't get one. He'll be dead. But yeah, I'm considering it.
But also, it would be a very good way to make sure he doesn't come back to bite us in the ass for killing his dad.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But that's up to you. That's your job.
I mean, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Taking the kid, bring mom and dad after him, kill the mom and the son, then
Right.
kill dad last, because he gets to suffer.
Are we all good with this plan then? Petra, are you cool with us taking away the freedoms of these three people?
Do you have words to say, Jutir?
You're such a sarcastic little
I'm fine
shit
with that.
sometimes, you two.
I know, Mr. Genocide.
It's practice.
I'm quite content with
Practice
Just making
murdering
sure
the
everyone's
innocent.
on board.
Cool. Lily, I think I've told you there would be child murder.
Yeah, didn't we have like a tier list
Mm-hmm.
of like hard morals or something? And
Yeah, we've already discussed where child murder lies on our moral scale, and it's
Didn't we kick
apparently
sand directly into the face of a child?
genocide. Because genocide's a hard line for the rest of us, but child murder's okay.
Genocide was a hard line for
Sand-
some of you, not for me and Max.
Well, to be fair, for some of us, it's a hard line.
Oh God.
I think we all had a hard line with like infants.
Yeah, it was infants. We don't kill infants.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's a child,
Well, at
he's
what point is the infant and toddler? Did we discuss that line? How old is the kid?
He's not a toddler. He can talk.
10?
He can't spell yet. And
can't
he's a
read.
noble.
He can talk
About
though.
3.
But he walked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did he walk or was he like led?
He used his
He
legs
used
as
his
walking.
legs.
Okay, well I guess that counts as a kid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kill a
About
kid
3 sounds,
named April.
sounds right.
Yeah, he has a fucking name.
Are you saying we're saving him from the life lived as the name April?
Uh-huh. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Oh no, it won't help me sleep at all because it's gonna be your job.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It will be.
Fabian, how do you feel about child murder?
Well, not too great, but if it's necessary.
It's necessary.
Is it necessary?
No other way.
It's
Do we think he has
necessary.
any information on the key that we need?
Well, we can ask him.
Okay.
Under duress. Hello? Celeste, are you making out with your mic?
He has something to say.
No, girl, I unmuted by accident because my fucking alarm went off. Hello.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm in bed, my bad.
Sounded like you put it in your mouth.
No, I'm in bed. Sorry.
You're fine.
Okay, so what's happening now?
No, I'd like to kidnap this truck.
Sir Pin might have some objections to child murder.
Not if he can rob the house.
Yeah, actually.
It's a really nice house.
Yeah,
Sir Pin, come on.
I just want
Give
to run
me-
the house myself.
Me the tiniest sliver of a moral compass, Abe.
The story, Lily.
I'm not very comfortable with that, to be honest.
Thank you.
Then you can go.
I will not be part of it.
That's fine.
but- Okay.
I'm not asking anyone to be a part of it. It can be
I
just
hate
me.
it so easily. I don't want to actually stab the child. No problem. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna have defenses, alarms.
probably.
Okay.
I can
What's our
trip it.
plan?
Well,
We're
I
not
think
tripping. Get rid of it.
first probably need to
It's a
find
magical
somewhere to
alarm.
bring this kid.
Wait, why are we kidnapping the kid? I thought we were killing the kid.
We are, but first I want to kidnap him to lure parents out.
It's a bit.
Listen,
What if they bring
Okay, but then
reinforcements?
what if they...
without
yeah, what if
going
they just
too
open
far
doors?
into a tragic backstory, I'm looking to cause this man as much distress, fear, and strife before he dies.
Well, okay, why don't we just take the kid then, go into their room and, like, wake him up, and then we get information from him, because we're like, hey, we have your kid. We don't have to, like, go to another location, and you can call back up.
True. That's a good point. I like that plan. Let's go with that. Okay, break in, drag the kid out of bed. Restrain everybody. Torture for information. I'm on board.
I know how to do the last one.
Me too.
Are you telling us to torture the kid for information, torture the dad for information?
Well, it's ideally to get it from dad, but by whatever means necessary.
Okay, great. Not gonna torture a kid.
You don't have to.
I'm also not gonna let you torture a kid in front of me.
Oh, you can try and stop.
I will. That will be the line.
Then why don't you not come inside?
Because I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, well.
I'll stay outside. I don't mind. I don't really like what you're gonna do, but I'm not gonna stop you from doing it. So I think, that's a good idea. Just stay outside. I can
Like,
restrain
if you're gonna
Sassy
torture
if
the
you want me
kid, I'm
to.
just gonna kill the kid. I'm gonna save him from torture.
I'll
Okay.
restrain Sassy for you. Would that help?
If you're offering.
Well, I'm kind of offering. I don't really want to do that either.
Okay. Listen. I just want the dad. If the kid has to die, he has to die, but I'm not saying he has to, okay? We'll just see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
what
the
we could
threat's
do?
enough.
Which, if we want to spare this kid at all, I might have an idea.
Which is?
I'm
You're
aware...
gonna make him touch the lich seed?
No. That's...
Do we turn him into
Later,
this powerful lich instead? Now we gotta fight a lich.
I can cast a spell that can kind of, like, put on a show so you can make it look like you're torturing the kid, but actually, like, the kid's just sleeping in this room or something.
What, illusion?
Yeah, it's called Major Image.
There you go.
The only issue is it's not really happening. If he sees that it's not actually happening, then we lose.
Well, if it comes to that, then we actually go get the kid.
No, but we could just kill him.
We need information from him.
We need information.
He could also probably have documents in his office. that we could
Yeah,
check
and she looks at Freak. We have the keys?
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. I see no problems.
out. Okay. I don't think we've actually settled on a plan, though.
No.
There's no problems. Not one. Okay. I'm surprised I have this many people on my team. I thought we'd be like one, maybe, maybe two. Yeah. I don't know, you guys are rogues. What's the best way to break into a house? I feel like we break in. I at least, even if we don't use the kid, if you're comfortable doing Major Image, we can do that. But I at least want him restrained. So there's no attempt to go get help. And then
Sure.
find the parents. Restrain as well. And go from there. Any objections that are not telling me no? Comments?
I am fine with the plan.
Cool.
Okay. So, child murder is happening, correct? Potentially.
Not
I'm a little
necessarily.
lost.
No. If Jutir thinks
No.
he can
I think
use
it's
Major
on the table.
Image, we will attempt that. At the
Right.
very least, it's more like using the kid
It's
as
not the number
leverage
one plan.
instead of murder.
Yeah.
I know I already said I'm not gonna be part of it, but is there like a reason for this?
Yes.
Mind telling us?
He deserves it.
How? Why?
We all deserve it.
Very true. I want to take everything from him because he took everything from me. And I don't care what you think about an eye for an eye, that's what I'm doing.
Is that some kind of sick joke? Sasset's gonna look at you with her one eye. She's never heard the phrase, so this is the first time it's come across to her. It's like, are you fucking serious right now?
That's actually really funny. Didn't think about it like that. Was not referencing your eye, but it's kind of a good metaphor. No, it's a saying, meaning like I'm gonna do to him what he did to me, sort of situation. It's a saying.
So like Ouroboros.
What?
Ouroboros, the snake that eats its own tail, the
Yeah.
never-ending cycle,
Absolutely.
the one that never works.
That's the one.
Yeah, no, I can see it on you.
Fuck yourself? I think. Anyway, that's my plan. That's what I'm doing. Anyone wants to stand in my way, you can either politely move or I will make you do so. So where do we stand?
Let's head into the house.
Perfect.
I'm gonna wait outside.
Anyone is welcome.
Have fun.
Oh, I
If you need
will.
any help,
Don't.
don't call me.
Okay, that is fine.
I'll disable traps if there's any.
Freak, you're my favorite.
I owe you guys any favor you want
I
in my head.
Actually, I kind of want to come. Can I come?
You are absolutely welcome to come.
I don't want to tell you to stay. It was just
be an observer. I don't want to be left
No
out
one
anymore.
has to partake in anything. No one has to observe. No one has to stay. I'm just telling you, you will not stop me.
If it will make you feel better to do this, then I want you to do it.
Perfect. It will.
Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go. Lily, I'm sure this is not what you've prepared for in the slightest.
I think we're gonna call it there tonight.
There's no way
I was
planning for us to stalk a family and then murder
Yeah.
them. Possibly burn
You
their
think
house
I was
down
gonna
after.
wait?
I was like, okay, hear me out. They're just gonna they get the keys. They're gonna go to the office right away. That makes sense.
She
That
wants him
tracks.
dead.
You thought we just
Okay.
did one thing?